What is the circulatory system? The circulatory system is one of the main 11 systems of our body that is responsible for transporting blood that has nutrients, oxygen, and the waste of our respiration, carbon dioxide, in it. Blood continues to flow in our body in a constant rate, allowing us to survive. But what is blood composed of? Inside our blood, there are three types of cells. The first type is called the red blood cells. These account for 99% of the cells in our blood, and there are about 25 trillion red blood cells in a single person. Since there is a need for so many red blood cells, our body creates 2 million red blood cells in 1 second. The red blood cells in our body receive oxygen from the lungs. This oxygen comes from the air we breathe in. After receiving the oxygen in the lungs, the red blood cells travel through the bloodstream to organ tissues that require the oxygen. After dropping the oxygen to the organ tissues, the tissues release the carbon dioxide, or CO2. The red blood cells that no longer contain the oxygen pick up the carbon dioxide remains and leave the organ tissues. The blood cells then travel back up the bloodstream to the lungs. Once the red blood cells reach the lungs, they release the carbon dioxide into the lungs, which we will then respirate out. The second type of cell in our blood is the white blood cells. These cells are part of our body's immune system and are vital in protecting our body from viruses, bacteria, and pathogens flowing through our bloodstream, trying to infect us. The last type of cells are platelets that help to clot or stop blood that is flowing out because of a cut. Also in our blood is something called plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of our blood that makes up 55% of our total blood volume. This body liquid helps you to recover from injuries, transport nutrients and waste, as well as preventing infection. The main organ of the circulatory system is our heart. The heart has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 chambers. The two upper chambers are called the left and right atrium, while the bottom two chambers are called the left and right ventricles. The heart is located between the lungs and is protected by a sac called the pericardium. The circulatory system is a closed system. This means that the system does not allow blood to escape from the body. This is the process of the circulatory system. Oxygenated blood from the lungs flows into the bloodstream, taking it to the heart. From the heart, the oxygen-rich blood travels through arteries, which are the blood vessels responsible for transporting oxygen-rich blood to all parts of the body. After the oxygen-rich blood is transported to all parts of the body, it becomes oxygen-poor blood. This blood is now transported back to the heart through veins, which are blood vessels responsible for bringing back oxygen-poor blood. Once this blood comes to the heart, it then goes back to the lungs, where the blood will once again receive oxygen and become oxygen-rich blood. This cycle will continue over and over again and for the rest of our lives.